You might watch people on Instagram or over the internet and they're living awesome lives, traveling the world, living in places like Thailand, Bali, Dubai, etc. And you might think to yourself, well, it's okay, I have time. The thing is, you might have time, but you're wasting it. Waking up in Groundhog Day, same bed, same environment, same people, same lack of mental clarity, same thought patterns, same traps that you continually keep falling into. And every time you fall into one of these traps, you absolutely destroy any momentum you might possibly be making towards actually changing your life, a significant change in your life as well. And I'm coming at you from a place of knowing exactly how this feels as well. I lived in my childhood bedroom until I was 23 years old. And every day it was just the same shit. I would go to bed feeling agitated because I know that I want a lot more out of my life, but it feels like there is an invisible force continually just pulling me backwards away from where I want to be. But then that same thought would keep cropping up. It's like, well, it's okay, Sam. Like, you know, you have time, you're young, you're figuring it out. But deep down, I knew I was stuck as hell. I was numbing this by just continually distracting myself, whether that be video games or going out and doing a bunch of drugs or sitting in Discord calls and pretending to be productive. It was the same shit. I didn't have any pressure. I didn't have any burning desire. Not even that, like I had burning desire, I just didn't have the fire behind me to actually make a really significant change in my life. The way I used to describe how I lived my life still rings true to this day, and it's the best description I could give. I just felt like I was flowing down the river of life. I was a feather in the wind. I was just sort of drifting through and hoping for the best. And let me tell you now, with the life experience that I've had, I'm a little bit older now, I'm a little bit wiser, I've seen more, you know. I've still got a lot more to learn, but I'll tell you this right now, life does not take kindly to drifters. It does not take kindly to feathers in the wind. And before I left my hometown, I was exactly that, and life was definitely not kind to me. And the absolute worst part of this was that everyone around me was doing the same. Every single external factor in my life was pushing me towards just being very average and drifting and just hoping for the best. None of my friends were thinking outside of the box. They were living exactly like I was, just, you know, fucking Rocket League, go out on the weekends. Worse yet, a lot of my friends didn't even have the desire to change, which is foundational, you know. My parents just told me, Sam, just get a job and like, don't worry about it. And God, it was the most uninspiring environment that I could possibly be in. And the thing is, I tell myself, oh, I have time, don't worry, but I'm wasting the best years of my life waiting for something to change, something to happen, someone to save me, some opportunity, right? When the reality is, it was all in my hands from the get-go. And it's only when I realized that where my life really began to change in a significant way. All men want is freedom. We want the freedom to do as we like, work with who we like, build what we like, travel where we like, mix with whoever we want. And I've made significant strides towards that myself. I went from my childhood bedroom to living in Bangkok. I've got my own bat cave, man cave like apartment, which I've decked out with my own stuff. I've put Napoleon up on my wall. I've got awesome ambient lighting. I've got some nice candle holders. I've got ornaments and things which inspire me. This is my place. And I remember when I was in my parents' house, I wasn't really proud of that, you know? And it's very difficult to change your self-image as a man if you still live with your parents' house and you can't even really afford to deck it out how you like. You can't bring girls back, you can't invite friends around. Nowadays, my condo is the go-to spot. It's where my friends, we all meet up at my condo. And before, when I was living in my parents' house, I couldn't invite girls back because one, it's awkward, and two, because I just wasn't proud of my house. I wasn't proud of the fact that I was living with my mom. It felt like a massive loss of aura to invite girls back. Nowadays, when I invite women into my abode, my cave, my fucking castle, their reaction is, Wow. And that's done absolute fucking wonders for my self-esteem. But not only that, the ability to travel the world, go wherever I want, make money from my laptop, network with high-level individuals, genuinely become valuable to these types of people as well. That is what changed my life. And the thing is, if you're not making significant strides towards that at this point in your life, you should actually be quite terrified. I've got to be honest. Like, life moves way quicker than you would think. You keep telling yourself, I have time, I have time. You will fucking blink and 3 years have passed by. Do you know when you're watching like a music video and then underneath it says, oh, fucking 8 years ago, and you're like, holy fuck, that was 8 years ago? That'll be like you with your life, okay? It goes fucking fast. And every single day where you go to sleep, fucking kind of agitated, like, fuck, I could have done more today, is another day which you were pissed down the toilet. And you keep telling yourself, oh, well, it's okay, this is temporary, but that's how most people think. That guy who you look at who's 40 years old and he's still going out to the club trying to hit on 20-something-year-old women, and you look at him and you think, Jesus Christ, bro, fucking hell. Don't you have kids to go home to or something? Like, don't you have a fucking job to work? That's how he thought. He thought, well, it's okay, I have time. I have time, I have time, I have time. Boom, 40 years old. And still directionless, purposeless, still trapped in a cage, no freedom, can't get on a flight and bounce out of the country, can't make money from their laptop, stuck with a 4 out of 10 who doesn't respect him, friends to take the kids away. It's the opposite of freedom. That's how he thought. So you should be fucking terrified of that. Because I'll tell you right now, that fucking terrified me. When I saw that guy in the club, sure, I'd make a joke and say, Jesus Christ, buddy, fucking granddad here in the club. But also low-key subconsciously, I looked at him and thought like, fuck, that is real as fuck. And I am not actually immune to that. I'm not immune to that. The actions I take today, tomorrow, the next day, the next 5 years will all determine where I end up when I am this guy's age. So now you have to ask yourself the question, do you want to be that guy in the club at 40, still fucking, oh, well, kids, you fucking, granddad can still fucking go out and sink some beers, like, whoa. I just think that's really gay. Fucking hell. I mean, I'm 26 and I feel like I'm already like fairly done with the party scene already. I've kind of speed ran that. It's like, okay, well, this is lame now. Or do you want to be the guy who's 40 who has an absolutely 10 out of 10 feminine, beautiful wife, many children, traveling the world, purposeful, fantastic network of friends, wears awesome suits, drives awesome motorbikes, does whatever the fuck he wants? That's a serious question I want you to ask yourself right now. Because most men will die in their hometown. That's the truth. The longer you keep telling yourself, I have time, the more likely it is that's you. And the types of people that you're mixing with in your hometown who enable your behavior either consciously by egging you on and saying, oh bro, come on Rocket League, oh bro, come out Saturday, or subconsciously by just holding themselves to a really low standard as well, therefore you hold yourself to as low of a standard because that's how men work, that is going to keep you trapped for eternity. You're never going to achieve any sense of freedom if you don't hold yourself to a high standard and you don't hold others around you to a high standard as well. Your parents, they love you, but they will keep you trapped. They don't understand what you need to do as your own man. Their pathway and their blueprint is 40 years outdated. They don't know what you need. Whether you like it or not, and whether other people like it or not, you have to separate yourself from this. You have to separate yourself from them, the environment, their opinions, because that's exactly what I did. While everyone else was playing fucking League of Legends or whatever the fuck. And don't get me wrong, I still was playing a bit of League of Legends. I wasn't perfect. And you don't even have to be perfect, right? But you have to fucking try. I was building my freelance video editing business. And I am so grateful for that young man who did it while under the pressure of his parents not believing in him and telling him to get a real job, his friends saying, don't be gay, Sam, come on, fucking Rocket League, bro. And for continuing to go, even when he fell flat on his face numerous times, made massive mistakes in business, lost money, lost clients, he continued. And because he continued, I am where I am now. I am the man who I am now. And that came from doing radical shit which my old self-identity wouldn't even fathom doing. The sort of stuff which will make people turn their head and be like, what the hell is this fucking weirdo doing? Because frankly, if you're getting that opinion from people who you consider normies, which I'm sorry, most people are just fucking NPCs, you're probably doing something right. You have to choose. Either way, okay, your life's gonna be riddled with pain. My life's riddled with pain. All the time, I'm feeling pain. The emotions you feel as a man don't actually change with the amount of success that you gain, right? It actually just amplifies and the stakes get higher, but your life just gets better. I feel a little bit burnt out with work right now. If I had a normal job, I would not be able to really do anything about it. It's like, well, who cares? Fuck you. You've got to clock in, buddy. And you got to answer to this middle-aged, balding, fucking receding hairline motherfucker whose wife cheats on him. I feel a bit burnt out. I'm just gonna book a flight to Japan and go there for a few days and chill out and reset and meditate. That's the type of freedom I've afforded myself through my sacrifice. When I invite a girl into my apartment and I see her face light up and she says, wow, this is incredible, I've afforded myself that through my sacrifice. When my mom sends me a text message saying, Sam, I was wrong to tell you to get a real job, I'm proud of you, I've afforded myself that through my sacrifice. So choose. You can feel the pain of being horrendously mediocre and average and be crushed under the soul-crushing weight of responsibility. You can continue to be disrespected and largely ignored for the majority of your life. Or you can choose the pain of taking responsibility, still feeling a fuck ton of pain for that, but continuing to strive towards being a better, more fulfilled, more purposeful, all-around excellent man. I made my choice and I'm happy with my choice. For the longest time I didn't make a choice. For the longest time I convinced myself that I have time. But sure enough, you continue thinking like that and you're gonna be one of those 40-year-old dudes in a Wetherspoons pub telling the same 3 stories that you have about your life, which is largely very forgettable. And you're gonna have to live with that. Fuck that. If you want to learn a little bit more from me directly, I actually made a totally free guide that you can take a look at right now. And it should give you a few ideas on where to start your journey in changing your fucking life, changing your reality, taking responsibility and control back into your life. If you want to take a look at it, then just click the first link in the description. Like I say, it's completely free. And if you want to learn a little bit more about the skill which personally changed my life, I actually made a very cinematic video taking you through the journey of what that actually looked like. And I'm very proud of this video, so you can watch it here. I'm really rooting for you, man, genuinely, and I hope you take action on something from this video, whether it's just taking a look at that free guide or having a look into the video I just recommended. God bless.